What's up, Steve?
Hey Jamie, how's it going?
Pretty good. Recording kind of late
Yeah,
today.
it is. It's 8:40.
It's me checking my watch I don't have on my wrist.
Ooh.
How late? But
It's also Thursday when we're recording.
yeah, it's a weird day. It's a weird day, but
Yeah.
we got some stuff to get into regardless. Steve,
Yes.
have you seen this thing?
It depends on what it is.
So Minecraft now has a real competitor on the market. Hytale just launched into early access this past Monday or Tuesday,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Have you seen anything about Hytale? I know we talked about it a little bit,
We,
but
yeah, we talked about it a little bit, but I have done zero research into it after
that's fair.
that.
um, it is a $20 buy-in for an early access game. Don't know anything about, so I get that. But I got together with some people. We played a little bit yesterday. Um, Not yesterday, the day before. I'm sorry. And I'm gonna give some preliminary thoughts about what I liked, what I didn't like, where it's gonna go from here, stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
So Uh, the first thing is that like it's in its own launcher. It's not on Steam. It's not on Epic. It's not on
Oh,
whatever. Um, which is a little annoying, but I get why they do it. Um, right now, setting up, they want to just be in their own ecosystem until it's like at a finished enough finite point where they can release it on a platform fully. And I get that. Um,
okay. I mean, Minecraft was like that too.
sure, yeah. I mean, I think Minecraft is even still like that now, right? Where they have like the Minecraft launcher, quote unquote.
Oh, okay,
Um,
yeah.
but so with that, they're in their ecosystem, and they have their own character creation thing. Because now, me, I play a lot of Minecraft. I play a lot of Terraria. In those two games, the things I really like from Minecraft is I get to choose my own skin, right? If I choose
Yeah,
my own
I
skin,
remember downloading skins.
yeah, right. You go into a website, you find a skin that you really like, or if you're really creative, you can go into Photoshop or like a program designed for it to make your own skin,
Yeah.
and that's fun. I love that. Um, I remember back in the day, I downloaded some Java program that like had the 3D render of Steve, and you'd make your own skin, and I made like Mysterio from Spider-Man for a contest. It's really good, but this game is not designed like that. So going in, I wanted to make my own character, but it has a pre-existing character creation menu. So you're selecting your hair, you're selecting your eyes, you're
Oh,
selecting
okay.
your outfit that you're going to be wearing most of the time, and you're putting your armor over like your outfits and your armor and your costume or whatever, right? So that's kind of interesting. I would say it's more like Terraria in that aspect, where you're creating a character
Mm.
in the engine, and as you're playing the game, your character takes more of a shape in that way. Um, I think of like Terraria, where you would make a character, and like in the beginning of the game, you start off as your little guy, and then by the end of the game, like you're completely different based on whatever armor set you're wearing or cosmetics that you get. Like,
Yeah.
I always end up doing something different every time. So I'd equate it more to Terraria. The world generation kind of begins everybody at the same point, which is in like this temple area. You open up the doors out into the world of Hytale. I think it's called Orbis, or
Okay.
Orbis. And trees, plains, grass, you know, beautiful blue skies, all in this um, like voxel based game. Or I guess it's not really voxel based. It's more cube based, like Minecraft in that way.
Well,
uh,
isn't that voxels?
nah, voxel is
No.
like individual cube. Well, I guess maybe it's big voxels. Anyways, I'm getting beside the point.
Yeah.
Um, which is this game plays not as similar to Minecraft as I was thinking. It's kind of a hodgepodge of a lot of the popular Minecraft likes or Minecraft clones, whatever you want to call them.
Okay.
I know we're I'm not gonna get into the whole it's like this game, but there are a lot of similarities. Obviously, that you're collecting wood, you're collecting materials to craft items, and then you're using that to um, get better resources, essentially build a base, go from there. It takes some more inspiration from maybe some modern survival crafting games, where you're creating a workbench and you're creating a better workbench, and then you're getting better tools from your better workbench and the such. But you're making a lot of different benches to let you further create in this world, which I think is cool. That's one thing that sets it apart from Minecraft in that way. Uh,
Okay.
the world, I think, is really cool. The textures, like the atmosphere. You walk around and you see like a couple little bunnies or jackalopes and some pigs. The pigs are so adorable. Oh my lord, they have these cute little button eyes. They're so stinking cute. Oh my lord.
I'm looking at some screenshots right now.
You gotta go look at a picture of them. They're so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Um, there's a bunch of sheep, and there's so much fauna that is around, and they you can walk up to them and interact with them, and depending on how you approach them, they'll be friendly towards you, and even be nice, and then they'll let you near them, they'll let you feed them. Very cool. I think it's very cute. um, Minecraft didn't have anything like that per se. You would just feed the animals and then they would just like follow you, but this one makes them more, they interact with you more dynamically. I think that's really interesting.
Okay. Is there breeding? 'Cause I just typed in Hytale animals and like what came up next was breeding.
I don't know. I couldn't figure that out, because usually in Minecraft or some of the other games, you're usually feeding them, and that's what gets them to like to breed and make it like a little small guy. But
Yeah.
uh, I don't know. I didn't get that far
Uh,
into it to find out.
okay. Yeah, I googled it. I guess there is no breeding animals in Hytale isn't available
There you go.
in its current early access state.
It is
Okay, but you can
early
capture and tame
access,
them. Okay, cool.
but yeah, I think that the core mechanics of how it plays is really nice. You've got your sprinting, you got your stamina, you got your health bar. You've got um, I'd say like staples for pretty much any like game of this thing, where you're running around in an open world. Um, so it's fun to control. Like, it feels nice to just run around, jump around, hit things, break stuff, break blocks, the such. There is a big emphasis on combat in this one compared to Minecraft. Um, and that has to do with the fact that there's a variety of weapons, all of which have multiple attacks. The sword, you swipe and you swing a couple times, and then you can charge up for a big hit, and it does like a dash forward towards your enemy. Um, and the daggers, you're swiping and you're cutting at whatever enemies, and then you can charge up and do a big like lunge at the whoever it is, right? Very cool. There's a bunch of weapon types too that makes it so much more interesting with combat in particular.
Okay. Yeah, because I
That's
remember
dope.
combat in Minecraft was like you took the sword and you just kind of
Yeah, you know,
went.
you
So
wait for the sword bar to fill and then you attack, and it's like
yeah.
okay. um, Even Minecraft now, I think, is trying to diversify its combat a little bit with the recent like
Oh, okay.
horse and spear update. Um,
I haven't played attention to Minecraft in so long.
that's fair.
Yeah.
It shadow dropped on me. I didn't even wasn't even aware it was coming out, so I feel that. But yeah, I can't even say that this is really like Minecraft as much as I was kind of expecting it to be. You know, um, I'll get out more on that in a second. Which is to
Okay.
say, the next little bit is the modding scene. So
Yeah.
Hytale's biggest focus even when it was first announced was, well, we want to support modders and we want them to enable them to do whatever they want within our terms of service, obviously. Um,
Yeah. Okay.
they want this to be a platform for you to make whatever you want. We're talking machinimas, we're talking create your own worlds, to like an extent in engine we've never seen in a survival crafting game like this. Um, we're talking like full on game modes, sometimes even full on games. Um, it is designed to let you basically reshape everything as much as you want. They showed off some. They showed off a bunch of like tools of how to get everything to function. Um, they showed off some of the scripting. There's a lot of documentation for like scripting and changing the core mechanics and changing how the game just plays at a base level, which I think is really interesting. Minecraft generally doesn't do that, especially like out the box in that kind of way. But this game
Mm,
encourages people who are creative in that aspect to just go for it, do whatever you want to do. And so I really dig that.
very cool. Are there mods out for it right now?
Yeah, actually, they
Ooh.
gave a bunch of modding documentation early to some famous Minecraft modders, like Macaw. He does, or I'm sorry, Macaw. They do like furniture mods in Minecraft. So like a bunch of stuff that isn't in vanilla Minecraft that just makes the game much cooler and
Mm-hmm.
more customizable for your furniture and your houses and such. Um, so they ended up making like some staircases and some bookcases and a bunch of things that aren't in vanilla Hytale right now. But Macaw added them in as a mod. And so that's what they're trying to empower even before the game is out. And I think that's dope.
That is cool. I like that.
Right? Um,
Yeah.
Blockbench is a popular program that you can use to like 3D model like cube based stuff for Minecraft mods and such. Um, and they released an official plugin for Blockbench to export into the program easier, which I think is cool.
Oh, okay.
So if you're familiar with Blockbench at all, you can just download the plugin from the official Blockbench plugin store or whatever it is, and start creating models and rigging them for Hytale, and just import them into the game super easy. It's just really dope. They're going
Oh,
all
that's
in on
cool.
it, all in on modding, and all in on the creative freedom, and that's cool. Now,
That is cool. I
th-
like that. That sounds fun.
that being said, game is pretty bare bones right now.
Hmm.
The full game mode that they have right now is just run around in an open world. You can mine, you can craft, you can do a bunch of the upgrading things, classic stuff from survival crafting games. But the scope of it is supposed to go further beyond any of that, and we're just not at that level yet. Um, but it is getting there. They've secured enough funding
Okay.
to promise that they are going to continue on the path that they've set out. Um, it had like a what like 4 million players or something like that. I'm exaggerating. That might not be the exact number. I didn't look.
I did see on Twitch it was like the #1 streamed game
Which is
of the
crazy,
weekend.
by the
Yeah.
way. There are a bunch of like classic Minecraft YouTubers I've been told that are like coming out of the woodworks to start playing it again too. Um, and I think that's just it's cool. It's bringing a lot of people out of the woodworks to just enjoy this, and at least see what's there, so that when the game has a more fully realized shape in its base form, then wow, that'll be something to behold for sure. Right now, I think it's still a little early to say uh, what the future of Hytale will say, what the future of Hytale will be, but it just depends on what the community does with it.
Okay. What other things do the developers have planned?
Uh, they have like a full adventure story mode, that's completely separate from like the survival crafting aspect of it. There'll be something that's more focused on telling a story rather than just the survival crafting game mode. And I think that's the one thing that wasn't able to be accessed in this early access right now. There's also mini games, I guess, that they want to like officially publish, along with like show people's like custom mini games that they've made, like for everybody. Similar to how Roblox or Fortnite, you can create your own games inside the scope of that game. They want to do the same with Hytale,
Okay.
but that's not available right now. Still early in access, uh, but they're getting there.
Yeah, the creating your own games inside the game, that sounds really dope. Like, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, same. Little Big Planet and Little Big Planet 2 are some of my favorite games, just straight up ever. And this is just like the exact. It's that in the Minecraft shape, which is a cube, I guess.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to try creative mode, but that'll be a plan for this weekend. Is for me to try out creative mode and play around with that a little bit.
Okay. Jamie, this sounds pretty dope. Glad you brought it to my attention.
Yeah. If you like Minecraft, but more so if you like Terraria, I think this might appeal to you.
Yeah, I think I had a lot more fun in Terraria than I did in Minecraft. Uh,
Yeah.
just because, I don't know. I mean, Terraria didn't really have like a story, but it had like a progression in it, and that was fun for me.
Yeah. You kind of just like progress as you just like play the game, I feel like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the survival crafting thing just like naturally progresses like some grander thing. Um and I'm hoping that this game will eventually do something similar to that. But we'll have to wait and see.
So one of the screenshots I've seen is like a big old dragon. Are there other like big boss monsters that you fight?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
We did some mining, we did some crafting, we ran around. There was like a couple encampments that had like these orcs there that would spawn every now
Mm-hmm.
and then, and they'd have like loot on them or like in a chest or something nearby. But that was the biggest baddest thing I saw so far.
Okay. Is there like a class system, or is it just like whatever weapon you're using?
No, it's vibe based. You basically just choose whatever weapon, craft whatever weapon, um, and just go from there. You know.
Okay, cool.
It's like Terraria where like your equipment
Yeah.
kind of makes your class, quote unquote, in a way.
Okay, very cool. Are there stats?
I don't no, I don't think so.
Okay.
No stats. Very free form.
Cool, cool, cool.
So yeah, if you guys if you like Terraria, check it out. All right, we can move on.
All right. Did you hear about this, Jamie?
Ooh, what is it?
It's kind of hilarious.
Okay.
The creator of an AI game has decided that he will delist the game and disown AI slop after he got a girlfriend.
That's so based of him. Okay, break me down. What led up to this? Tell me
Okay,
everything.
all right, so this guy he made a game called Hardest, which was is a, I don't know, it's still there. So I guess it is still a rock, paper, scissors card game roguelike,
Okay.
which is a bunch of words.
It's a lot of buzzwords.
Yeah. And then had never heard about it until he decided to disown it. But in an update on his community page on Steam, he posted his disownage of the whole game. He called AI evil and he will delete the game
Wow.
in update 30.1.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold like move to just like completely erase your thing.
Yeah,
Why?
like a lot of the comments underneath this update were like, "Bro, what are you doing? You're getting rid of the game, no."
I mean, to be fair, if my developer from like my favorite game was like erasing his game, then I would be like, yeah, why are you doing that?
Yeah,
So why is he doing this?
yeah. Um, well, all right, let's get to it. Well, it's basically because he got a girlfriend.
Okay.
Um, and his girlfriend changed his mind. It's
Oh.
kind of crazy because he said that he used AI when he was in university, um, because it was free, and he was using it because there was so much brainwashing at university. So I'm not sure if he's saying the university was brainwashing or
Mhm.
they were like the university was like telling him to use AI because I saw a couple comments of people saying that like, yeah, I'm in college right now. The professors, I even got a whole class about taking AI and like learning about it or like a whole lesson or something. And so it's like I don't know if he was referring to like those lessons or just like college in general.
Yeah, that's hard to say based on the wording that I'm looking at here, but
Yeah.
I can vouch for my friend is in college right now, or he's in university, I'm sorry. And yeah, they want you to use AI in pretty much every course that you're in. It's wild. So go ahead.
That is wild. Um, okay. But then he says that he realized it wasn't free because of his girlfriend. He says it has a major effect on the economy and environment. Some AI companies can use this game just existing as a reason to get more investment for their AI companies that benefit no one, but rather suck resources from the economy from hardworking people.
Wow. I mean, he's kind of right on that. Uh,
Yeah.
you know, uh, Nvidia is basically handing money to OpenAI for their services, and then OpenAI is handing Nvidia money for their chips, and they're just going back and forth in a circle. That's the economy
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. At the
Wild.
high levels.
That's right.
Mm. Okay. And so, but he did say he didn't use AI to write the code.
Oh,
So he says he owns that,
that's
but it
impressive.
was I guess it's just some art assets
Yeah.
or all the art assets, not some. Um but this is kind of crazy because he's only been dating this girl for a month. And she like made him disown his whole all his hard work on this game.
I think that's really funny.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't hard work,
Many a
but
sleepless night just typing in
it's,
hand
oh.
in fist
Yeah.
for rock
How do
paper
I get the
scissors.
AI to do what not make six fingers?
That was the hardest part. I wow. Okay, it's amazing the power that someone has, someone close to you has to like change your mind in such a way. But I
Yeah.
do respect him having an open mind towards something like this. Uh, that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Having an open mind is good. Also, it kind of speaks to like the power of touching grass and getting out there and having friends and other viewpoints,
Hmm.
you know? And
Isn't that what like college is like really good for? Is exposing you to like so many different people with so many different viewpoints, thus
yeah,
connecting you
exactly.
with people.
Yeah, like we were talking about that like a couple weeks ago, is like how unconnected society is despite the internet and um all social media is, I mean, it's not very social despite the name, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a
It's like fake social.
yeah, it's like a face. There's no face behind that screen to most people. Um, like there's something weird about how it basically like every user who's on the internet just becomes like an amorphous blob.
Yeah.
But I think,
But yeah, so
yeah,
big props to his girlfriend, right?
that's cool. Good on
Yeah.
her. She converted somebody.
She saw him and like hunched over his computer. She was like, I can change him.
It's like, I can fix him.
Yeah, exactly.
do you do you think that this has something to do with like, because you were talking earlier about how like he says something, there's so much brainwashing on students. Do you think this is like a specific demographic of person that having you know like a person intimate like this with them actually helps them become more like connected with the world and with people ultimately?
Um, yes, I do. Like okay, small story time.
Okay.
Um, I want to say probably back around 2015 or whenever like Jordan Peterson was like just coming on the scene in kind of a big way. I remember seeing like some of his videos and I didn't really know what to like think of him yet. And so I was like, well, he's kind of like making a good point here. Let me talk to my girlfriend about it. Who's my wife now. But so one of his videos he was talking about like why women wear red lipstick, right? And it's like, oh, because of the mating rituals or like whenever they get all hot and bothered, their lips turn red, so they wear red lipstick to kind of stimulate that and attract men. And if you don't think too much about that, like, okay, that sounds reasonable, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
But then, I told my girlfriend that, and she was like, looked at me like I was the dumbest person alive.
She hit you with
And I was
reality.
like,
She's like, "You're a
hmm,
dumbass." What?
yeah. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that is dumb. Like, no, women wear all sorts of colors of lipstick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but
That's
yeah,
funny.
so I feel like without her, I might have like kind of fell down a right wing rabbit hole
Mhm.
back then, and so I was kind of lucky that I had her, and it kind of brought me back down to reality on a lot of things. So that's my little small story about that.
So what you're saying is having a partner just brings you back to reality from whatever weird crevice you're in.
Yeah, like, and I don't even think it has to be um, like a boyfriend or girlfriend or anything like that. Like it can just be like a really good friend
Mhm.
that you can like bounce ideas off of without like fear of being judged.
Yeah.
And when that happens, they can be like, "That's dumb as hell, dude. Don't," and you can
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, okay."
Well, there's something to say about like the power of like echo chambers, where you're in a group of
Hmm.
like-minded, you're in a group in a room with like-minded people who all have the same viewpoint on a thing. You're just bouncing the same idea back and forth. And the same goes when you are by yourself, when you're alone and you're in such a weird spot mentally that you are just reiterating the same negative thought till it gets more and more negative. And I can only assume it's
Yeah,
the same for the same people who just don't have anybody to rely on in that type of way. Um,
yeah.
but
And like these AI chatbots, they're kind of like the ultimate echo chamber.
oh, for sure,
Yeah,
they.
because like they like gas you up so much, they always tell you that you're right. And
Mhm.
then like you hear next thing you know, you hear on the news of like that dude who killed his mom
Yeah,
because like he thought she was spying on him or something, and the Chat GPT was like, hell yeah, she is.
it's like, yeah, you're totally right, dude. It's like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? She's checking up on you. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh. It's a really unfortunate situation. There was also one
It
where
is.
I had a friend recently who just came up to me and said that her sister was talking about going to an AI therapist, right?
Oh
And
no.
so I had to like pull up some articles about like why that's bad for you and like a video or two. Adam Conover has some great videos about it,
Hmm.
um, where you know there are cases where people have straight up been gassed up to harm themselves from these things because it's reiterating their negative thoughts back at them, um, and it's awful. So pretty
Yeah.
much everything in the AI sphere, I feel like kind of has that. gravity towards it where it is pulling you away from other people and pulling you away from reality. It's pulling you away from the ground ultimately. Um,
Hmm.
and
Yeah, like
that's what
touching
you want.
grass is a good thing. I know people kind of say it like negatively on the internet, but it's
Yeah,
nice to be outside and feel the warm sun
it's true. It's good
and
for you.
like disconnect from like the internet, like
There are
getting off Twitter has been the best thing that I've ever done for my mental health,
It's
honestly.
so true. Oh my lord. I would get so upset like every single day. I'd be
Hmm.
really annoyed. And it'll just show you posts that are like, here's a negative thing that's going to piss you off. And I'm like, oh, this is a negative
Yeah,
thing that's pissing me off. Like, okay.
exactly.
And then I keep
And
scrolling and it's more of that.
what made me realize it was like, I'd be on Twitter at work and then I'd see the post and I'd get like so fucking angry and frustrated and then I'd like
Yeah.
turn around and like everything is so calm at work. It's so quiet right now and I'm like "Th- this it doesn't have much impact on me right now. What am I thinking?"
Why am
And
I
then like
upset? You know?
yeah. Exactly. But then even still,
Uh,
like I was still addicted to it because of like the dopamine rush. What finally got me to get off Twitter was like uh Mecha Hitler, essentially.
yeah.
When
Grok
Elon
and
Musk
Elon
did,
Musk.
did that with his AI crap, and I was like,
Oh,
I gotta get off. I can't stomach this anymore.
dude, it's
And that's been
bad
great for
right
me.
now.
So
Yeah, that was a return on investment. You've had a return on investment there with like everything that X is having happen to them, or what everything X is
yeah.
doing right now, I guess. Have you seen all the countries that are talking about banning it?
Yeah. So I have a map here. Put it up.
Ooh, okay.
Some of these countries have already banned it, right?
Hmm.
But it's under scrutiny in a lot of them. More recently, it came in the news that like the UK and Australia and Canada might ban it. I think Canada has since walked that back and said that they wouldn't.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean that checks out though. This is going against like a lot of like online safety laws that have just been recently passed in most of these countries, and other ones that just straight up don't allow like a lot of the things that X straight up allows. Um,
yeah,
the one more recently has been it's letting people generate uh, and AI generate explicit photos of anybody or any image on the platform. Um,
yeah. Like there was one where they kind of went a little viral where it was like three little girls in like the teeniest like underwear or bikini or something. I was
Jesus
like, this is
Christ,
yeah, this is sick. It's sick stuff going on over there.
that's fucked up.
Yeah,
Well, that's what's happening at X right now. That's what happened in
yeah.
Elon Musk's court.
But let's end on a little high note, with some silver lining.
Silvered
Um,
up.
yeah. So YouTube is doing a crackdown on mass-produced and repetitive videos as concerns over AI slop grows.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, so they're cracking down on that. They're pushing more authentic um produced videos. So I mean that's good for us because we're just getting started.
That's right. This is only helping us in the long
Yeah,
run.
exactly. And then Warhammer maker Games Workshop, they're banning their staff from using AI for its content and designs, and says none of its senior managers are currently excited about the tech.
See, I think that's so awesome that, the senior managers are realizing that like, oh, this doesn't benefit us in any way, shape, or form. Like maybe we could use it for the art or designs or whatever, but realistically, this only harms our image and our brand right now.
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah,
good. People are finally waking up. Or I guess
waking up
companies
to it.
are.
Yeah.
Somebody's waking up to it. All right, I think we can move on.
Okay. So recently I got the Switch 2 Pro controller.
Ooh,
Yeah. Well, I've had it for about 3 weeks now, and I love it.
Ooh,
In fact, I
okay.
like it so much, I think it's probably better than the GameCube controller.
Ooh, hot take. That's a hot take.
Hot take, hot take. Yeah. So, except maybe the D-pad.
Oh,
So
okay.
let me tell you about it.
Tell me about it.
All right. So the first thing you'll notice is the build quality. It feels really nice. It's smooth, but not like slick. It has like a smooth matte finish on it. And the way it sits in my hands, it just feels perfect. I like to compare controllers to the Xbox controller just because that's a form factor like a lot of people are familiar with, and the Switch 2 Pro's handles have slightly more room for your hands and are just ever so slightly skinnier, and it just makes holding it feel like it's like made for my hands. Um, I know not everyone has the same hand size, but for me, the ergonomics pretty much perfect.
Nice.
Um, the buttons, they feel great. They're not mushy at all. They don't stick, so no complaints there. They're also much bigger than the Joy-Con buttons.
Hmm.
That's a big plus. So those are little teeny,
They're
teeny, teeny.
so small.
I know.
They're like mini
I
M&Ms.
I will say the Joy-Con 2 buttons, they're bigger, but not much.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, so
comparatively.
so these buttons, they just kind of feel like invisible and natural, and you don't need to think about it, which is honestly how it should be. That's basically the gold standard for controller buttons, in my opinion.
Right on.
They have programmable rear buttons, which are pretty great. Sometimes I grip the controller pretty hard when I'm at like a challenging part, but these never got in the way. The way they sit on the controller, I feel like is pretty perfect. And I've seen some pretty weird designs for back buttons, some that look like they're probably too clicky, and others like those weird paddles that the Xbox controllers used to have.
I hate the
Do you remember seeing
paddles.
those?
I hate the
Yeah,
paddles.
yeah. But these buttons are great. Programming them is super easy. You just hold down the home button to open up the quick settings and go down to GL and GR. I guess G stands for grip. So grip left and right, and select the back buttons, and then press the button you want to replace it with. So like pressing LR or L3 on those thumbstick presses, that's perfect for this. Um, and when Elden Ring comes to the Switch too, just remap it so you don't have to do that awkward claw grip.
But the Souls players are so used to it at this point. How will they adapt?
Yeah, they're like, well, I mean, if you're playing on the Switch, you probably haven't played it yet, unless you're like,
Oh, I
I
guess
don't
that's
know,
true.
a sadist or something.
Time for my second completionist run.
Yeah. It also has gyro support, of course, which has come a long way since the Wii,
Yep.
and I haven't had to reset it once while using it.
Ooh,
The HD rumble is pretty great. Feeling like the little rumbles when I'm playing Donkey Kong Bonanza is pretty fun. Plus, it has a headphone jack, so if you're not into wireless earbuds, there you go.
that's
The
cool.
battery life is excellent. If you keep it plugged in while not in use, you'll never run out. But if you're type, but if you're the type that not always plug in your controller, the battery is supposed to last 40 hours.
Wow.
So basically, if you played games for your job after you clocked in on Monday, you wouldn't run out of battery until you clocked out on Friday afternoon.
Wow, that's a really long time, actually. That's really impressive.
Yeah. So the joysticks. Some people don't like the fact that they aren't Hall effect or TMR joysticks, but the magnetic fields from those sticks can interfere with NFC readings that the Amiibo uses. So that's likely the reason Nintendo opted to just use really high quality potentiometer sticks. And these are great. They're just so buttery smooth and well built. I don't think you'll have to worry about another stick drift problem with this controller at all.
Here's
Um,
hoping.
yeah. But, and this is a big but, there is division on the D-pad.
Ooh.
with some people thinking it's not as great as it could be.
Okay.
If you search Switch 2 Pro Controller D-pad, the first result in Google is a Reddit post that says the D-pad is awful.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
They
can't
say
be.
the issue is that if you rock back and forth too fast on the D-pad, you'll get like up and down input when you don't want one. And for some games, like fighting games in particular, that's not good.
Now, it can't be worse than the Switch One Pro Controller D-pad, right?
Uh, I didn't have that one,
That one
so
was.
I couldn't compare.
It was cutting into my thumbs. The corners on them, man.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, the D-pad on this is pretty rounded, so I'm not getting any cut in on it.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the up and down when you're trying to go left and right is what this guy is describing. And so from my time from using it, I have to agree. But maybe it's like betraying me, but I really wanted this post to be wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's awful, but it's definitely not ideal for certain games.
Hmm.
It does feel good and it isn't too mushy or clicky or have too hard of an edge. It's just that fast left and right motion getting you the wrong input of up and down.
And
Uh,
that's like sliding your thumb from like left to right, like all in one
right,
motion, right?
right.
Um,
So when I was
mm,
testing this out, I played Street Fighter 2 on the NSO, and I decided to give M. Bison a try for his combos since they use the left and right sequence. I thought it was perfect. And I just couldn't get it consistently. I would jump a lot of the time. It wasn't every time. I had to be really deliberate with my button presses and not spaz out on the D-pad. But maybe that's because I'm not like a pro at fighting games, but not every combo was hard to pull off. I could still hit the Hadouken problem.
mhm.
And then I even took out the regular Switch Joy-Cons, which just have buttons for left and right instead of a D-pad. And I was able to hit it much more consistently
Okay,
um, at that point. So it
interesting.
is an issue with the D-pad. Now, you can find a walkthrough for a tape mod for the controller to fix the issue, but you have to open up the controller, and Nintendo really doesn't want you opening it up and tinkering inside. There aren't any screws visible from the outside, so you have to open it up like you would a smartphone with a wedge.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not that into doing like a mods for my controller or anything, so I won't be doing that. And I don't really think it's that big of an issue because I'm not that big into like fighting games or whatever.
That's fair. Like, how often are
But
you doing that like fast left to right motion in like a
yeah,
most games?
yeah. Something really cool, and this isn't really Nintendo's doing, but Steam now supports the Switch 2 controller. It's
Ooh.
only in the beta client, and it's just in wired mode right now. But the gyro works. You can customize the buttons to your liking, and you can even change the dead zone on the joysticks.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Now, this controller, it will set you back $90.
Oof.
Some may think that's too much. I'd be tempted to buy a third-party controllers. But I looked into those controllers, and they do not have amiibo support. The longest lasting battery is 30 hours, which with others coming in much lower, like the
Yeah.
8-bit dough and the GameSir. I think GameSir only has like 10 hours. Um, and they cannot turn the Switch 2 on from the controller. And depending on which one, it may not even have the HD rumble.
Ooh.
So for me, just the power on from the controller was enough for me to opt to this controller. But if you already have a Switch 2 Pro controller and you need a second controller for like couch co-op or multiplayer on the Switch, I think those would be a good option.
Is it worth upgrading from the Switch One Pro controller to the two? Do you think?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
But honestly, the $90 price tag is the best of the Pro controllers from the big three. If you compare Nintendo's $90 price tag to Xbox's $150 for the Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, the core model, which is the
Hmm.
lower price of the two Elite controllers, is good.
Hmm.
Even PlayStation's DualSense is $200.
Yeah.
So for $90, you get a great Pro controller, and it also works with Steam. That's a great deal.
Yeah, it's not bad, honestly.
Yeah. So who is it for? If you have a Switch 2, it's a good upgrade from the Joy-Cons. though maybe not if you have a Switch 1 Pro controller.
Gotcha.
If you really want to turn it on, if you already have the Switch 1 Pro and you can't live without not being able to turn on your Switch 2 from the controller, then you'll have to get the upgrade. But if you don't mind just pressing the button on top, just stick with your Switch 1 Pro. Um, the amiibo, the chat functions, like the remote power, like I said, make it the controller that's best suited for the Switch 2. If you're looking for a controller for any other system, this is not it. And if you're looking for a controller specifically for fighting games, you should look for something else. But with that said, I give the Switch 2 Pro controller a 4.5 out of 5 Marios.
Is the half Mario a little Mario?
Yeah.
Awesome. I like this metric.
Full Mario is when you get the mushroom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, getting a full 5 Marios, that's a Starman, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Good review. Um,
Yeah. I just think it was that the D-pad that kind of just holds it back.
mhm.
And obviously most games nowadays they don't really use the D-pad like that anymore. So it's kind of a niche issue, I feel like. So it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, because using the Switch One D-pad, like it felt nice until it didn't. Like there are just certain use cases where like it feels mushy and the like certain edges would just like cut into your finger because it would mush into like the actual plastic itself. Um
Hmm.
and it from what I've seen so far, it doesn't really look like it does that quite the same, but the D-pad still looks mushy regardless. Um that sucks.
Yeah, I don't think it's mushy, but it's definitely not like clicky.
Yeah.
Like my Xbox D-pad controllers are very clicky. Like they make the a click sound when I press it.
Yeah.
It's definitely not clicky, but it's definitely not like super mushy either. I feel like it's a good balance.
And even the like PS5, well, even since the PS, actually just every PlayStation controller, it doesn't have like a full plus sign D-pad. It has that little like part in the middle that doesn't connect fully. Like it connects as the pad underneath, but the plastic on top does not. So you really don't get that nearly as much on there. Um,
Hmm.
but I've already got a PS5 controller. My PS5 controller's somewhere in the back over here. Uh, and that's the most comfortable controller I've ever held.
Yeah, I've never held the PS5 controller.
I straight up bought one,
You talking
and I
about the DualSense?
yeah, like just the regular one, not the Pro.
Oh, okay.
I
Not
don't
the Pro.
recommend the Pro. It's like two hundred
Do you have
dollars.
the Pro?
No.
Yeah. Uh,
um,
that's like half the price of the system. Well, not anymore.
yeah, not anymore. It was at one point. My buddy has a Pro, and he let me try it out, and I was like, "Wow, this is really comfortable. This is really nice." I don't want to spend that much on this though. It's not that much more worth it.
Yeah.
But I literally
Yeah,
bought
because
it.
I feel like PlayStation, they have good controllers anyway.
Yeah, like just the base ones are like excellent. The
Yeah.
PS5, I literally bought one. I don't even have a PS5 controller, or I bought the controller. I don't even have a PS5.
You just bought it for PC.
Yeah, basically, it's that comfy. But good review, Steve. I dig it.
Nice.
I'll definitely try out the Switch 2 Pro
Thanks.
controller and give you my thoughts later on.
Awesome.
Kill beans, Steve.
Well, I think that's it.
I think we got it.
It's a short one this week.
Yeah, circumstances making it short. That's just how it be.
Yeah. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Share us. It helps us out.
Yeah, comment down below if anything was interesting to y'all. Just let us know.
Yeah.
Hit us up on our
That's
socials,
something we got to
maybe.
get better at is at the end of each topic, telling people.
Maybe we should just like record like a blanket statement. you know, just like bam, paste it in.
Oh, you okay?
That might not be a bad idea. because I'm forgetful. I don't know
Would
about
you
you.
forget to put it in?
No, it just just at the end of every topic, I'm like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
remember that. I've been scatterbrained all day.